All right, everyone, so thanks for listening to our book, PB&J Hooray. I wanted to show you a quick activity you can do at home. This actually pairs with what Amy and Charlie did this past Monday with making a greenhouse here at your house. So I wanted to show you a quick variation on how you could do that if you have different types of seeds at your home. So you may have some packets and things if you're already doing some gardening at home, but if you don't, even if you have apples, oranges, peppers, anything that has a seed, you can really save those seeds and do this activity. And it's really fun to see which seeds compete against each other. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So the only thing you're gonna need, just like Amy and Charlie showed you, is a paper towel. And I've taken one of those half sheets. I've gotten it wet, I've squeezed out the extra water, and I folded it in half. And it fits really, really well in a sandwich-sized bag if you have those. And once you tuck it inside, you have a place for your dry seeds to sit up against something wet so that they can start to get enough moisture to start to germinate. But what I've done here, and I'll show you, is I am going to actually take a stapler and I'm going to staple up about 1 inch all the way across the bottom of this bag. And what that does, and let me show you, once it's stapled all the way across, is it gives you a place for your seeds to sit. And that way, if you need to add more water to this area down here where your seeds aren't sitting will collect extra moisture, and your seeds won't sit in that extra moisture and get moldy or gross or anything. So it allows for a little bit of drainage. What it also allowed me to do was label the different types of seeds that I decided to use. I've got a pumpkin seed, a watermelon seed, a tomato seed, and a green bean, which is always kind of interesting when you think of how big watermelons can get and how small tomatoes can get. And if you look at the two different sizes of their seeds, it's kind of surprising that, you know, our tomato is as small as it is. And if you even compare it back to like a green bean, which is really small, how big those beans or those seeds are. So this is something then that can be hung in your window. And it's a great opportunity to start to see things sprouting and growing within just a couple of days. When they get big enough, you can even search online for some really easy ways to make. This is just a box made out of newspaper, and I followed some directions online that I Googled and was able to make a little newspaper box that then holds a lot of moisture with just some simple potting soil inside. And this was actually a kidney bean that I sprouted, and it was just from a bag of kidney beans that I got at the grocery store. And they started to sprout pretty much over this past weekend. And when they were a little bit bigger and they started to have some leaves on top, I took it out and poked a hole down inside the soil and just gave those roots somewhere to be, covered it back up, and it's been sitting outside in the sun for ever since, and it's doing really, really well. So once it gets big enough in here, you can actually try to plant it in a larger pot. And I've just stuck it in this plastic bag to keep it you know, safe from anything that it's sitting out on outside on. So the last thing I wanted to show you, since we did read PB&J Hooray, we have actually a number of really great ag literacy books that are listed up on our website. And our website, if you go to our educators page, scroll down from that menu to elementary education, and there's a tab on that elementary education page for ag literacy. You'll see PB&J Hooray at the top. And that is going to be paired with some lessons that are going to come through this week for you. So by the end of the week, this week into next week, there will be some new lessons up there that go along with it that you can look at. And there are already going to be some things like coloring pages that match it. This one is thanks to my friends over in Virginia Ag in the Classroom. And then there are some, you know, matching activities. My printer wasn't working great this morning, but there's some matching activities you can print out as well and do some fun activities with the book. And you'll also see, if you scroll down that ag literacy page, we have other books up there that we've chosen from previous years that also have really great lessons and activities with them. This is one called The Cow in Patrick O'Shanahan's Kitchen. It's a really fun book and fun activities that go along with it. So make sure you check those out. And the last thing I'll ask you to check out too on our website is our calendar contest, which is going strong. If you've loved the videos and things that we've been doing online, check out our calendar contest and some things that you've learned about agriculture so far. Put it all to work in that calendar contest. That's also going to be under the educators page on our website, and our website is maifonline.com. Thank you so much for watching and have a great week.